do. Y'all know, check on the TikTok, Miss Rita Lotus. So let's go ahead and get these messages if you know what I'm saying. Somebody works for some kind of company, an aunt or an uncle, or someone went to go pick up their aunt and uncle this morning. Somebody's gonna dang breathe, but it's like the way the song came in out fabulous. One into the two, like somebody is like struggling to breathe, or somebody's going like, oh shoot, somebody might have walked in some on something very traumatizing or some shit. Oh wow, my condolences. I don't know if somebody walked in or somebody must have thought somebody was acting or pretending like they couldn't breathe or something like that. But that person really wasn't able to breathe. Uncle. Oh shit. Someone may be Catholic, not Roman, but someone might be Catholic. But somebody walked in on somebody not being able to breathe, or aunt or an uncle or something like that. It's a family member or a relative, or someone for to receive a phone call about this. Oh, it might have been one of my gang stalkers that be on these fake page, like everything you like. Someone got caught on camera as well. Oh shit. Oh, so I guess is this a pass? This might be somebody pass on that's trying to tell something. Like a lot of people got to understand, and they fail to because it's like I feel that's the reason why I'm so comfortable amongst the world. Like shit don't really bother me no more. Like I grew up seeing dead people, but it was like the thing of it was like they just wanted to tell their side of the story, or most of them be wanted to like redeem themselves because it's like maybe the way that they left the world wasn't how they supposed to, whether they were shot, murdered or something like that, or RAPE'd, or or something like very tragic happened. And it's just like some people don't realize, do you not know that some and it's like it's a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing because it's like you got to think already when the police got to come knock on your door, or when that detective or them people got to come knock on your door and tell you that, hey, your loved one passed on. It's not easy to relay the full message of probably what went on because some people, like in certain cases, like dude that got missing over there in Rio Grande, that whole situation on motherfucking camera. That shit is on camera. And it'd be like so fucking heartbreaking to like know the full fledged, like, bruh. All I'm gonna say is in this instance, most of the time, like say like kids that went missing, or a shootout, or it was just like a crazy ass crime scene. Y'all gotta think these people done passed over, and they gotta let you know, like shit. Some people were caught bent over with, like they trying to, what is it called? They're trying to save the person's dignity or a little bit of the integrity. Most of the time they'd be like, hey, yeah, the friend was involved, and the friend, got away, and they end up getting caught up, but they not telling you that, hey, your child probably got, RAPE'd by other men and then some. And then it's like, you got to imagine if I'm coming to tell you all of that at once, chances are somebody's gonna have a fucking heart attack and pass the fuck out. Versus if I'm bringing you the story, like, yeah, we found them. Unfortunately, they passed on. It was wounds and stuff like that. And then it's like certain parts of the report, like you getting the report. However, you need to know, like, once you get that report that they print out, they can go back and add in some stuff. And it's like you won't get to see that until you get the original, like, copies of the disc copy, and you'll be like, what the fuck did I just see on this record? Like stuff like that. So it's like, with the instance for me, easy for me to go ahead and figure out what was really on that report when it happened to, my son. Like a lot of stuff, like you'll be so surprised. What? These are the times of our lives that people do talk. And you get people that be claiming like, oh yeah, I need you to do some work. Somebody paid somebody a santeria, brujeria, whoever, $100 to $1,500. Can you do this work for me? Somebody even so like how you rich but you doing cheap shit. But it is what it is. Like this person be finding people like I guess this person not paying attention. Like that's like a baby witch or some shit. Someone's not paying attention to that, right? So this person may call themselves like a Reiki healer or something, but this Reiki healer is a double agent, two faced. Somebody sent in somebody that was gonna say something, right? But somebody failed to realize somebody already knew what that was. But it's like now this other person that they sent in, it's like, bro, I don't know what you just try to send me into. And I feel like this person already figured out, like this person knows what this is. Like somebody been trying to tell somebody is you are a big generational curse. Breaking big generational curses. No more settling. Like you ain't gotta settle to be no man. You ain't gotta settle to be, amongst people. Like you ain't gotta settle for nothing. And the biggest part of it is that people fail to realize you ain't gotta like nobody, but you gonna respect them. Period, point blank. Shit, we overcame slavery, and once we overcame slavery, shit, you want to bring slavery inside of slavery? No, baby, we've been trying to abolish that shit. You ain't gotta like me, but you gonna motherfucking respect me. And then to respect me is to understand respect my motherfucking gangster, because you ain't gonna beat me on this. You definitely ain't gonna beat me on no spiritual level. I can tell you that. Go pray to God, baby. God is not gonna listen to you. That's my daddy. He picked me up. He kissed all my boo-boos. Not you. Uh, what the Lord giveth is what the Lord taketh. You're not Lord. You're not God. And this is like somebody that feel like Lord Vishnu. Somebody did something just to do it. For what? In November. Started this in November. Somebody's like the case is going back until November. However, I feel like this could go all the way back to December 2022. Somebody's wasting time. Somebody just stop doing that. Whoever you are in this situation, safely detach. We driving disconnect. I didn't listen to that song. That's like one of my songs. I didn't listen to that in a while. Send my best, no regrets in the when I'm gone. I guess we're driving disconnect. Go listen to that song, baby. A basketball player, a cold case is being reopened. Somebody did something, said something in a particular way that just is giving attention. Yes, today is the last day you're on that BS. Moving forward, have some discipline. Find a healthy way to regulate your emotions. I know I definitely have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, smoking weed is not like the key. Like, I want to go back to being like drug free. I want to be that kid. Like, I didn't start doing anything crazy until I was like 23. And it was just like amazing to me. Like, honestly, I can really just go back through my life and be like, if you looked at my life and see what I see. Mary J. Blige. Man, I can only imagine, like, if I had the right things and the right people in my life, I'm pretty sure I probably wouldn't have had my first child in my teens. I probably would have had her like in my 20s or whatever. But still, you know what I'm saying? Life is going to go on. I'm going to still make sure that that dream happened. Like, my goal and my dream was always be cool. Like, why have friends when you got kids? Shit, your kids become your friends. Should they show you new things and shit? It's more fucking entertaining because it'd be like, what made you come up with that? Thank you for sharing, Spider. Like it make you think like, what make you come up with that? Like, go back to where you was, Mrs. Spark. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for visiting. Thank you. Here, come on. Okay. Well, Mr. Spider don't want to go. I don't know where that spider came from, but spiders meant for good luck. But being a parent is everything. I don't care if you even just adopted a kid or shit volunteered in your community or anything. Like, take pride in being that you said that you were the positive example in your kid's life. And that positive example needs to be where you're showing them integrity. You showing them what love is. You showing them how to nurture themselves when it's like, hey, mommy have bad days. Daddy have bad days too. However, it requires you to converse with your kids. I had to learn that shit. I had nobody to teach me that. Like, I was literally shut down. Like, I go through that all the time, and every time that I go through it, because it's like I have sons with no father, and I'm doing that shit. And sometimes that requires me as a woman to be masculine. Do I want to? Do I have to? Yes. It's a necessity in my case. For others, that God bless them, and may that blessing continue to favor them and grow and heal and be healthy and prosperous. May that be great for you, that you were blessed like that, and honor that, be grateful for that, and appreciate it. However, those of us that don't have that, hey, we might have to depend on ourselves to do that, because we don't have those male representations there, because it's like, hey, I want my son is, they're going to choose what it is that they're into. Your job as that parent, figure out what it is that they're into. What do they love? Is it drawing, painting, farming? Is it going to the zoo? Is it traveling? Is it seeing sceneries? Is it touching things? Like, what is it? That's what we go through as a parent. So it's just like, that's why it's hard for me to ever understand females talking about, oh, that baby, if that man, I've always had that in my mind from the time I had my first child, and I was a teenager, and I had that common sense. I understood that either this person is going to be here or they're not. And there's a chance that this person may not be here. So I still have to understand and figure out, hey, how do I do this regardless if this person is here or not? Because at the end of the day, that person chooses not to be there. I'm still left with that responsibility. So as a responsibility, my job is to get on my A game. I'm not able to wait on if this person's going to do it or not. Is their parents going to approve? Is that child growing in that belly ain't waiting to see if that it's going to take them 9 months to approve if it's okay that you having that child. That that's not how that works. Either you gonna get on your A game, because it's either way when that child come. Oh, I'm just waiting to see if they. No, baby, you don't do that. You get on it. Hey, you might be ahead of this person. That person might be a little bit upset, but is that your problem? No, that is not none of your problem. Nor is none of your concern. That's why you get to a point where it leads to us not having healthy ways to regulate our emotions. Shit. And it's like, for me, it's like I could find a way to justify, like, oh, why are you smoking weed then? Like, baby, because I didn't, the abilities that you kids, that children and the youth, or people that really haven't been traumatized, they have that capability to be able to centralize their nervous system. They got that capability without having to figure out, like, hey, how do I keep my body calm, or how do I get my nerves calm, or anything like that. That's why you see a lot of people strung out on fucking drugs or alcoholics and stuff like that. It's like basic common sense, but it's like they make it more difficult than what it is, versus actually sitting down and saying, hey, let's do the actual research. Shit, they've been doing clinical research from the time history even begun itself. Shit, that goes way back to what, you go to England, they had to figure out that sewer system. You see how they live amongst those people. So when you go to Europe and you look at Europe's history and then you go back to the United States history, it's easier to figure out smaller countries like science. It's very easy. It's not complicated. And people making more complicated shit. You got a lot of fucking drug heads because it's a lot of secrets in the family that y'all want to keep brushing up under the rug like it's not happening. Okay. Well, guess what? How many crackheads you got amongst your family? And then it's like you ask people when it's time for everybody to go meet up with that family and go talk to them. Mind you, these are drug crackheads, alcoholics, you name it, right? And it's time for you to go ahead and meet up with these people and have a conversation with them. What ended up fucking happening? Are they gonna get drunk and they gonna you concerned about the image because you still living out childhood trauma? Excuse me. Confirmation. A lot of people they living in their fucking childhood trauma. That's why it's like when people try to come towards you with drama and shit like that, keep calm. Shit, they trauma show before they fucking attitude and the stupid shit that they do. Because it's like, if you gotta be in confusion, like, shit, well, what did I do to you? Like, what caused, what gave you enough in your fucking nut brain? Because it's not even a fucking peanut. Because shit, they say an elephant got a size of a fucking pea, but a memory of everything. And it's just like, somebody try to pay you to think or do something stupidly and you didn't do complete research to understand what it is that you're getting into, makes no sense to me at all. The audacity of people to sometimes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Now that was some shit that I always used to hear. Okay, because I was always having to be in a fight and shit like that. They'd be like, well, shit, she can't live in fear. Yeah, well, I was beat up most of the time. Well, I didn't get beat up because it got to a point where it was shit. I didn't want to get my ass beat. So I made sure, I wasn't getting my ass beat, even though I was still going to get beat. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. So most people ain't going to look like what they've been through. That's why when people are like, y'all got PTSD. Well, what does it look like? Make that motherfucker mad enough to find out. Listen, you gotta make that motherfucker live it. You gonna find out what the fuck that PTSD gonna do. And you gonna be like, what the fuck that I just lived through? Motherfucker, I don't know. You went from Timbuktu to World War V to come back in to even clock in at the hospital by 9. What the fuck did you do? You better hope that they didn't have a Glock or a 9. You might as well said bye bye. And I feel like a lot of people have a clear understanding because, baby, I won't miss. And that's why, like, people be like, how can good people be with the bad guy? Shit, I'm still doing good stuff. You gonna do your bad stuff, don't do that shit over here. So if you gonna be loyal and you gonna be real to me, keep that shit as far away from me. The person that really love you, they gonna keep your ass as far as away from harm's way for anything to jeopardize their space. Cause I could tell right now, say like if somebody has some involvement with like cartel or moving some containers and stuff like that. Cause like I said, over there in Aquadia, yeah, we gonna drop them over here because shit, ceasefire. If you working with the cartel, ceasefire with you motherfuckers. They don't deserve business with y'all. They don't deserve business with y'all. I know of it. I'll claim Central America. They don't deserve business with y'all. Okay, I'm in love with the coco. Escorts. They be having their little expensive little escorts and stuff like that. I believe in you. Chant this, chant that. Soccer players. They be using the high expensive ones for like, oh, we know which ones are cute ones we can get the most money with. Like, come on, bruh. Because some people, like, why would you send people to try to test it to already know what it is? And it's like, wait a minute, I like her energy. I like her vibe. I know, baby, I'm a whole fucking vibe. I don't need nobody to ever tell me that. And I've always understood that. It's just what I didn't understand is like, why would a person want to say that? Like, if I got excited and lucky about what the fuck I did and I can believe in myself, just because you didn't fucking believe in me doesn't give you the right to be an asshole about it. And some people are just like that. Some people are just like that. It's like, if somebody could come in with an idea to help you better your business or better your fucking company, shit, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck where you come from in the world. All I know is that you got some knowledge that I could actually utilize around here. You know what? Why do I want to talk about Rick Ross? I get you, homie. I get it. I get it. That's why it's like I done spoke about Dr. Dre. I get it. You know, I make it clear, Dr. Dre, yeah, that was kind of fucked up. You know, but that was just his history, and it's not for me to judge. You know what Dr. Dre do in his personal life. That's his personal life. How he choose to handle that. That's between him and him, whoever he speak amongst to. But as business wise, because I'm worried about business. That's between him and whoever he prayed to. I'm not even gonna get involved in that. Does it hurt my heart a little bit? Yes, it does. I'm a sensitive person. I can honor that. I'm sensitive. But it's like, I'm not gonna judge that man. But he got great business. There's too many people down there trying to fight and stuff like that. When hey, I could come up here for a better cause. Not gonna use you. Not gonna go against you. But hey, we gotta build up the community. We gotta. It's too much stuff to do. Mother Earth, Gaia needs us. Cause if not, y'all gonna fuck it up. And it's like, I'll go with the aliens versus with y'all non-brainer thinking motherfuckers. Like, we're gonna attack a person. We're gonna try to collectively control all their brains and how they think, and we're gonna make them think that politics is fucking life. Right, right. Who gives a shit about that? But it's too much to fucking do. It's too much to discover. It's a lot of different things that like a lot of people create and shit like that. Like, it's amazing to me. And it's like y'all thinking about, oh, they got this baby shit. I know somebody up the road that shit, they got this sewing machine and she had a little bit of nothing. And honey, I just saw an outfit that made me say, ooh wee. Went to the dollar store, Rainbow, whatever the case may be, wherever she went. And she made it work, honey. You see what I'm saying? This is going everywhere. Everywhere but anywhere. Uh, Drake, Scorpio. Community, old schoolmates are humans that know of you. Like illegal activities. Oh, somebody's reneging. Somebody's like, I don't want any parts of this. Hood rat activities. Somebody wanted to be part of that, but it was like, no. Angel numbers used as motivation and guidance. Use that as motivation and guidance. A Leo. Yeah. I had, a little crush on Countdown once upon a time, but I was like, nah, that's the broski. I would never do that. Because that broski saw me do a lot of shit. But the biggest thing of it is, he knew for a fucking fact that I'm a good person. But it is what it is. Someone is setting a scenario to make people not believe you. It is what it is. A Taurus. Man, go find you something better to do, bro. Like, wow. Time to completely cut those people off. Like, don't pay them no mind. Somebody's from Belize. Or it's like in Belize, like it's time for y'all to cut off or something, the police or something like that. A tourist in particular. Like somebody in the department. The person might be a tourist, so this person, look at the people's records that y'all have hired on from May to June. kind of like short in stature. The summertime, fire signs are Aries and a Leo in particular. You deserve to smile and laugh more peacefully. You don't need their approval. So just do what makes you feel good. Self love and healing looks good on you. Do what's best for you. At the end of the day, people ain't gotta like what you wear. They ain't gotta like how you talk. They ain't gotta like what you do. That's, you know what I'm saying? And it's like basically at the end of the day, it's just gonna boil down to like, bro. Oh, like somebody wanna be a Karen. But you only see good luck. Somebody gonna fuck with you, bro. Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. Someone wears glasses or contacts. Someone had a childhood flashback, trauma, old experiences. Then I started back at one. Brian. Somebody's name is Brian or Brandon. McKnight or Knight. Or a night of McKnight. So I'm getting McKnight or night. Or something at night. Something's about to change your life. Like somebody's gonna do something so selfless for you. I don't know what it is. Somebody with small lips. Remain in control over your emotions. Like it's like one of those like you words ain't gonna be able to like explain it. A strategy and plan so you can like leave peacefully or whatever. So don't worry about nothing. I'm hearing that song by Stevie Wonder. Don't you worry about a thing. Somebody is very eager. I feel like someone's eager to get to you. Somebody is closet gay. Understand you never lack love. Like I think you don't really care to communicate with somebody either way. I know, like for me, I don't care to communicate with God at all. Ever again, I don't care. Like, ugh, the blessing is the shit. That shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This situation gave you PTSD. It did. It did. Like that was like hard to just like, yo, are you really traumatized? And then it's like, yeah, you are traumatized. And it's like, I'm not gonna cry about it. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing to really to cry about. It's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? All right, that's that message.